Hi everyone, it's Vicky here. Today I'll be using the Who's Wishing stamp set by Penny Black. I'm going to use those two penguins, and just because when you stamp them out, I'm going to show you what I mean here. When you stamp them, they come out all black. But just because they have some small details like the holly berries here or the cute little heart, the hat, I don't want them to be all black. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll start with this penguin first. So I'm using VersaFine ink and my Stamp-A-Magic. I'll first go ahead and ink up my penguin with black ink, and I have a wet baby wipe close by. So once I ink the penguin, I'm using the baby wipe to wipe off the nose and the holly berry. And then by using my Stamp-A-Magic, I'm going to stamp the penguin. Now I'll use my Memento inks and color the nose and the holly berry. And using my Stamp-A-Magic, I stamped the penguin at the exact same position. Now just because the Memento ink didn't come up very well, I'm going over the nose with the fine tips of my markers. I'm also using the red Memento marker and adding 3 dots just to create the berries. And so my first penguin is ready, and now I'll go ahead and make the same process for the second penguin. So I'm inking up my stamp with VersaFine black ink, and by using my wet baby wipe, I'm cleaning the nose and the little heart. I'm using my Stamp-A-Magic to stamp the penguin on my cardstock. And now by using my orange Memento marker, I'm going to paint the nose and stamp it. Stamp-A-Magic is helping me to stamp at the exact same position. And now I'm using the red marker and I'm going to stamp the little heart. And again, I'll go over the nose and the heart by using the fine tip of my markers. And just because I want the hat to be red, I'm going to stamp the second penguin again by using red ink, and then I'm going to paper piece the hat. So I'm using my scissors now, and I'm going to cut all around the two penguins and the hat. Now I'm gonna go ahead and glue the hat on top of the second penguin. If you can see here, I've cut around them by leaving just a bit of white border. Now I'm looking for some red pattern paper on my paper pad, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment that says Merry Christmas. And again, I like using embossing, so I'm going to white emboss the sentiment. This is my embossing tool and helps the embossing powder to stick just where I want it to go. I'm using Versamark ink here and stamp the sentiment. And that's WOW embossing powder. And while I'm heat setting the embossing powder, just to remind you that you can find all the supplies below the video, whether you are watching on YouTube or on my blog. Once this is set, I'm using my Fiskars paper trimmer and I'm going to cut out the sentiment in a strip that should be about an inch. And then again, from the same paper pad, I cut out a strip of patterned paper. And this is embossed paper. I actually got that from Penny Black ages ago, but you can get the same effect by using your embossing folders. I'm using my tape runner at the back of the embossed paper, and now I'm sticking it at my card front. And also I'm going to stick the patterned paper at the very bottom of the card front. And now using my scissors, I'm cutting out whatever sticks out. And then by using my foam squares, I'm going to stick the sentiment. And now it's time to place those two penguins using foam squares, and I'm going to slide them just behind the sentiment. Aren't they the cutest? I just love this stamp set, it's packed with cute images. This is a set of stickers by Little B, you can find the link below at the supplies, and it comes with all those presents which are just adorable. They even have their own ribbon and even a small tag. And just because all penguins are shiny, I am using my glossy accents on the black part of the penguin as well as on the nose. And just because I am never bored adding details on my cards, I felt that that top of the hat needed something, so I'm using Goosebumps. And again, you can find a link to that product below. Finally, just because I can't put my Wing of Stella pen down, I'm adding some shimmer on the embossed snowflakes. That's not as time consuming as it looks. Just a brush stroke on the snowflakes will do. I also added a bit of shimmer at the very bottom of the card. That pretty much finishes the card for today. I hope you had fun and got inspired.